Hey, ahoy mateys. You know, finding enough space on a boat is always a little bit of a challenge. And regardless of how big a boat you have, even if you had a mega yacht, well, you probably got a mega amount of things. So you're still always running short on a little bit of space. Well, here on this 30-footer, I've really had some challenges. And I'd kind of like to go over a few of them with you, show you what I've done, and please share some of the things that you've done. So when I put the solar panels on, I had to build an arch, and that gave me some additional storage space ideas. Like I have my fishing rods up there now. I've got a little bit of a net that holds some shade covers. Room to put some clamps. More lines. And it gives me shade. And then when I put my refrigeration in the lazarette here, I fiberglassed in a shelf for the compressor. Also fiberglassed in some shelves in the bottom here to hold some of my tools. When I put the water heater in, you see it's behind the transmission and kind of over the shaft that goes out. I had to fiberglass in a board to make it level. Underneath there, especially the shift cable and the throttle cable, I had to take those off so I didn't snap them. And I'm sure many of us use the quarter berth for storage. Well, that's where I put my diesel heater, and you can see the gray board laying down there. That's so I can double check it. I put that up, and then I've still got storage back here, and there's enough room in this that you could also use it for a berth. And a few years ago, because I'm living on the boat and my wife is staying with me on the boat, I wanted to have some creature comfort, so I installed an air conditioner, and that went into this little storage locker. I still have some storage on top. There's plenty of airflow here with this. And we added or changed out the regular head to a composting toilet, and that opened up the space in here where the holding tank was, which was only, I think, 6 or 8 gallons. But anyway, now I put my scuba gear in there. The only shelves that were on the boat when I bought it was this one here. So I added, like you see, I got a wine rack there now. I've also got another shelf, and that's where the air vents are for the air conditioning and the diesel heater. And it's the same on the starboard side. There was just this shelf here, so I added this. Same is true in the V berth. This shelf where I've got some clothing hanging, a couple of books. I put that shelf in, fiberglassed that in. So that's a few of the space finding ideas I had, and I'm sure there's a lot more. There's probably a few more around here that I've done. I think I've covered the basics there. That's really quite a bit of space to recapture and reclaim or put a better use to. The key here too is, though, got to be careful of how much weight you're adding to things. I figured out a spot I could put a small diesel generator. For what? I mean, I got the solar panels to run the air conditioning, you know, while you're out in the water. It's to me, that's not worth the money, and it's definitely not worth the weight that I would have to add, because that would go in the stern of the boat. So just something to keep in mind. Be open-minded as to what the possibilities are, and I think you'll find a lot more space on your boat. Until next time, guys, happy and safe boating to you, your family, and friends.